And welcome back. Yes, we're nearing the end of this DLC. At least as far as the main quest goes. We're nearing the end of it. I mean, there are still lots of little odds and ends I can do, but I mean, I have the key to the nucleus. I have the codes for the wind farm. I have all of this marine armor to pick up. So, I mean, there's lots of stuff there. There's going back to the Vim Pop factory to get the Vim Pop recipes that I didn't manage to do. There's the different settlements to work with. I guess I'm just not voluntarily taking on these places. I'm going to have to tell them each to take one, I guess. Although that's not true. I didn't point anybody at those two. They took them, whoever built them did it on their own, so I guess.
Hey.
I'm listening.
Nick.
Something to get off your chest?
I need you to get out of your power armor.
Sure thing.
I don't particularly need him running around in the power armor. And I don't think he particularly needs to be running around in the power armor. So apparently we're starting the day by just seeing who's doing what. So I've got 3 people in the greenhouse doing stuff. So that's good. Got 3 people in the greenhouse. Got 7 people total. 3 in the greenhouse. 1 working the orchard. 1... Oh, well, I guess we're going to do this now. Okay.
So, DiMA, look, I was hoping we could talk. I didn't want to believe you at first about us being brothers.
You don't have to apologize, Nick. I know it must have been a shock.
Yeah, well, I still don't feel proud of taking it as bad as I did. Maybe we can start over?
I'd like that. It's been good to talk to you again, Nick.
Okay, so much for that.
I hope you don't mind, but I had Chase shadow you. She saw you entering and leaving the nucleus. And Faraday tells me that there's been some theft from his office. A certain computer program he and I had been working on. So, you know about my memories. I can only ask you to return whatever you found to me. They are mine, after all.
Your memories led me to a gravesite. You killed Captain Avery and replaced her with a synth so you could control Far Harbor.
What? That's impossible. Let me see what you found. I did it. I killed a woman from Far Harbor and replaced her. I stripped a synth's identity from her and made her an agent.
Why did you do it?
I needed to calm Far Harbor. A moderate voice. An example of what humanity should be. How we could exist together as equals. But I couldn't live with the memories of the blood on my hands. A human and a synth are both gone because of me.
Let's be practical. How do we proceed from here?
You're right. We have to focus on what has to be done now.
Is that what you call justice? because I sure don't.
I'm starting to see things more clearly. We have to keep this secret from Far Harbor. If they knew I had done this, they wouldn't destroy just me. They'd come after Acadia, and then without us, the fog condensers will eventually fall into disrepair. Everyone will die. I have an idea. There's still a way we can bring peace. But the fact that I've replaced a human with a synth must remain hidden.
So you did all of that on your own? No one else in Acadia is involved?
What I've done goes against all of our ideals. I even hid it from myself. So, no, there can't be anyone else.
I'll keep your secret, DiMA.
Thank you. Maybe the guilt will keep me focused.
That didn't seem to stop him before.
As horrifying as it might be to suggest, this memory you've recovered has given us a new option. If Far Harbor could be made more tranquil by our intervention, then perhaps the same trick will work twice on the children of Atom. We could replace High Confessor Tectus with someone willing to forgive Far Harbor and work towards reconciling.
All right. Tell me what your plan is.
This will be difficult for both of us, but I think it's our only option. I'll need you to leverage your access to the High Confessor and lure him to a secluded location. You should be able to find a spot in the Bay's old command center where you can deal with him discreetly and hide the remains. Once your work is done, return here and the replacement will move in and take command.
Do we have to kill the High Confessor?
It would be the most reliable way of dealing with him. But any method that removes Tectus from power indefinitely should work.
Are the children gonna stand down just because this replacement tells them to?
Dissent may arise, but the children have seen what happens to those who speak out. Our replacement will leverage that fear to serve the greater good.
You really think you can get together a convincing replacement?
Yes. Helping synths recover what they've lost means we've had to become familiar with memory wipes and facial reconstruction. And I knew Tectus very well when I was still living in the submarine base. I'll use that as the basis for our replacement's new memories. You simply need to deal with the real Confessor Tectus while I prepare a volunteer.
Okay. I'll do it. Any ideas on how I can get him alone?
Tectus lives in fear of being usurped by his predecessor Martin. Despite that, in all likelihood, Martin is dead. But if you somehow uncovered evidence of Martin's imminent return, I expect Tectus would be interested hearing all you know, in private. All we have to do is manufacture Martin's uprising. To do so, I'll need raw material. Martin recorded many of our conversations. Those in the nucleus have certainly been destroyed, but I built a small refuge for Martin many years ago when he needed respite from the family. Go there and collect any tapes you can find. I'll begin work on our replacement. And here, I want you to have this as well, for what you've done for us.
Okay, so DiMA took his trophies. That seems kind of not something I would do if I was feeling guilty about having murdered somebody, but yeah, whatever. I don't know why that is there. I don't want that there. Go away. Go away. go away. There you go. This is yeah, there's going to be a lot of listening in this one. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. Okay, so what is everybody doing? Alright, so we need to go someplace that's pretty close to Echo Lake Lumber anyway. So we'll just go back there. 77. Oh, I can't go there yet. I have to leave. Oops. And still, I mean, the other ones are all up into the 80s, but this one's only in the 70s, so it's like I'm not sure what's going on there. Before we leave, we're going to go and check in with the gal that started this whole thing. Little Miss Nakano-san. Strangely enough, there isn't actually anything that just points to her. But that's okay, because once I quit searching here for stuff and just go and talk to her, the conversation happens. Conversation thread steps through, so we're okay.
You're back. So, what did you find? Can we really trust DiMA? Or is he hiding something?
I'll sum it up. I found DiMA's earliest memories. He's killed before. He's manipulating the whole island.
Damn it. I was hoping I was wrong, but I just knew there was something. Do you know why he did it?
I think he just wants peace for everyone on the island, even if it means controlling them from the shadows.
So, he means the best? Should we help him? Is Acadia worth saving? There's good people, synths, here.
You should head home, Kasumi. Back to the Commonwealth.
I've been thinking about that actually, but I need to see this through. There are synths here I care about. Maybe when this is over, we can talk about it again?
Okay. Hey. I got 3 stim packs and 3 rataways and 3 stealth boys. Wow. Well, that was convenient. Okay. What is this? Oh yes, this is the stairs that go around the outside of the area. Is that Naveen? I think there's a mod that will let you send that one girl to one of your settlements as a settler. But I'm not quite ready to start that much stuff up yet, so clean fresh air. First, let's head back to Echo Lake. And, gee, what a surprise! It's a rad storm. Who'da thunk it? Dog's having a sneezing fit.
Hi.
And then I go in here and I click the button. And we go in here. We take care of this.
I guess we taught those greenskins a lesson.
Those super mutants won't be bothering you anytime soon.
Yeah, that's good to hear. We got enough trouble around here without having to deal with super mutants on top of it.
Yippee. So that's done. Super mutants in the fog. Okie dokie then. So what am I looking at now? guess we go and see who's actually working the houses. Nobody in here, I guess. Must be in here. Okay. So one of our farm plot owners is that one house owner. So let's see who owns the other house. This house is owned by... owned by this plot owner. And so, I push the button. I push the button. We're going to pick up her. And we're going to take her. And we are going to manually assign her a house. So that's good. Alright, so we have manually assigned a house. Okay, I don't think I meant to do this. And I was right, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we now have 3 people living in the house. And I guess that's all we're going to do for now. I am going to come over here and press the E so I don't have the pipper. There we go. So now I'm not going to have that pipper messing me up. And here we go, heading for the honeycomb hideout. Confessor Martin's hideout, as the case may be. Little cars. Bigger car. It almost looked like it was giving me a location title there. It's kind of weird. Okay, we have an actual item on, should I say, below the road. So I obviously need to go down. How deep this mess is. I guess I didn't look good, so I came around this way instead. Okay. So we still have... here we go. In here. Oh, look. Sure hope that wasn't... Whoa! Glowing bear. Alright, so much for the glowing Yaogwai. Let's loot the Yaogwai. Let's loot what we hope isn't what's left of Professor Martin. I mean, this was his place. And it's fairly radioactive in his little place.
I had assumed you and your followers would be more adamantly hunting for the sub's launch key.
I hope we haven't disappointed you too greatly. I'd hate to anger our landlord.
I believe I'll survive. But am I mistaken? Does your god not require you die in a nuclear blast? Is that not why you've taken up in the nucleus?
It's not a transaction, DiMA. Adam requires nothing of us. He has granted us a chance to become something greater. To divide our weak mortal frames and bring life to millions of new worlds. We are simply accepting the opportunity his glow presents. whatever form it may take.
So if you found the launch key, you wouldn't use it?
That I don't know.
Are you afraid?
I'd be mad to say I wasn't, but we've made a home for ourselves here. Friends, a family.
A place you belong.
Exactly. The nucleus. It is a blessing of the truest order. It would be hard to leave such a gift, even if it is for another. But regardless, the key is lost. So, until Adam sees fit to return it, I dare say you're stuck with us.
I believe I'll survive.
Okay, so he's finally done. Yes, and we still have to pause for one of the ones. Yes. Visit with Sister Gwyneth. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. And now we have a new path. Adam above, I've lost them. Well, fanatical cults sometimes resort to violence. It does happen sometimes. Grab that another icon too, so now I have two of them. Yeehaw! Alright, we'll listen to this one for a while.
Thank you for coming so quickly.
I heard about the execution. I can't believe they killed your missionary, Martin. I'm sorry.
Brother Andrews, a good soul. The fault is mine. If I'd realized things had become so tense in Far Harbor, I would have never let him leave. They'd blame us for the fog overrunning the town, DiMa. And now, the children. It's Tectus. He won't listen. He wants to prepare for war.
Do you believe the others will follow him?
Time was. I would have laughed at such a notion, but now... Andrews was beloved by many. It's brought out the worst in them. Fury, hate. It was tolerable when it was just Tectus. DiMa, something must be done.
Exile?
Exodus. I think it's time you and I convinced the citizens of Far Harbor to leave.
You can't be serious.
You know as well as I. They're not meant for this place. The fog grows thicker every year. How long before the condensers are finally overwhelmed? It's not banishment, DiMa. It's mercy.
I'm sorry, Martin, but no. They have as much right to be here as you do.
Right. This place is trying to kill them. And now my people are at my throat because of the mess you created by allowing them to stay. And if you can't recognize that, then I suppose there's no reason for you to be here. I think you should go.
Martin, please. This can be solved in other ways.
Get out.
Okay,
Well,
well.
We'll talk again when you come to your senses.
Yeah, so he wasn't done yet, after all. Oh well. I tried to pick up that fusion core, but apparently once you've turned it into a candle stand, it's not something you can pick up anymore. That's the door you just came out of. Head on out. Go around the truck. Take a peek inside. Doesn't appear to be anything up in there. Alright, so now... Well, now... I'm carrying too much. It looks like there's stuff over there, too. There's a building over there somewhere. See, the thing is there's probably just tons of stuff to explore around here that I didn't do, or I haven't done yet. But I think we're going to try to finish things up first, and then I'll come back occasionally to check on the settlements and do some exploration. Go around with old Longfellow and see what kind of stuff we can find. Although I think I will do the search for the marine armor solo, because you have to go swimming to find all that stuff, and really don't want to drag a companion around or have to tell them to wait. Knowing my luck, I'd forget to tell them to, okay, I'm done, let's go. Well, I suppose as soon as I fast travel, they would catch up, but still, it's better to just not do that. So, wow, I still need to shed a lot of weight here. Oh, 10 units of, yeah, that's gonna help some. Beans. Radroach meat. Razor grain, yeah, we can leave some of that stuff. Soft shell and mirelurk meat. Have I said before that that's good for making cat traps? I know I have. It's just reminding y'all. You get dog food for dog traps. The soft shell mirelurk meats for the cats. Ooh, wolf meat. Get rid of that. That'll help. And the alkali meat we just picked up. Okay, so that's a little better. I'm definitely going to need to make a trip back to Sanctuary to unload some of this stuff. Alright, have we picked up enough stuff to leave? Yes, no, maybe? Kind of hard to say. Still looking. Oh. Come on, Bill, you don't have to keep looking. If you want to unload something, drop the pulse mines. I'm never a big one for using the mines. Alright, so we have a new house built. That's good. Not bad. There's a kind of a bit of a living area there. Come upstairs to a bedroom. Not sure what's around that corner. Didn't bother to go look. Nope, not yet. Alright, so that's not a bad little house. And here we've got a much smaller, simpler way of living. We know the other house isn't much. We need to assign somebody to here, though. So we will get our orchard worker. Alright. We'll assign our orchard worker to this other house. Okay. So we now have 4 houses being built. And it turns out that the reason why the happiness is so bad is because the water is running low. That's one of the bad things about the Sim settlements. if you weren't using the sim settlements, the one water purifier would have been enough for everybody. But sim settlements, it's like the people and their place. So, in the same way with defense. I mean, I have 16 defense, but I could end up burning up and, I add more sim settlement stuff, the defense number will go down. Because it's just the way the guy who wrote the mod decided to do things. Alright. Okay, well that looks
My
like
grandpappy had a suit of power armor. It's been ages.
Yep. Didn't mean to click on that. Alright, so we're going, it's only 7:30, it's still kind of early, so let's go back to Acadia and get this tape made up, shall we? I skipped the outside bit.
So, DiMA, got a question. Why do you even call me Nick? Didn't you know me before the personality imprint?
We didn't have names inside the Institute. And after the personality experiments started, the only name you ever called yourself was Nick Valentine. If there's another name you'd prefer, I'd be happy to...
No, I like the name. When you wear something for a long time, it kind of seeps into you, you know?
Of course.
DiMA, I recovered the tapes from Martin's hideout.
Excellent. Yes. These look like they'll serve. Let me take a listen. Good to hear his voice. Oh. Some grim material to work with. There. No pleasure in twisting the words of an old friend. But I believe Martin would understand. This tape should be sufficient to pique the High Confessor's interest in joining you in the command center. But Tectus is nothing if not wary. Earning his trust before approaching should help guarantee this all plays out more smoothly. You'll then have to dispose of the remains. Old maintenance shaft walls were never terribly well maintained. They should be able to serve your needs. Once you're done, return here and we'll send the replacement on his way. Now, are you ready to begin?
How should I earn Tectus's trust?
Prove your dedication to the family. Help when they ask. Show that the children and Tectus can rely on you. He'll be less likely to suspect one of his favorites. Now, are you ready to set this plan in motion?
How are preparations coming along with the replacement?
The initial stages have gone well, though the reduced time frame raises some concerns. But he should be ready by the time the deed is done.
I'm ready.
Then I won't keep you any longer. Here, the tape. The fate of this island rests in our works.
Now, I think I could have gone downstairs and actually spoken to the synth that will be the replacement Tectus, but I didn't do it this time. It is kind of nice to give Nick and DiMA a chance to just talk. I do that. Alright, are we going back? I thought we were going back. Are we going back? Yes, we're going... No, we're not going there yet. We're going back here. Yeah. It's getting late, and I don't want to start that all up now. Although, fortunately, that stuff doesn't take very long. But I do want to... Oh, we have our other house. It's another big one. Wow. Another 2-story house. Wow. Too bad I can't grab this stuff. Someone's got a whole bunch of supplies stashed in there. They won't let me grab them. Oh well. It's not a bad little place, I guess. I forget which one that is. Nick's trying to walk into the other house. And it won't let him do it.
I hope you realize how much you did for us. What the hell is a synth, anyway?
Must be 30 years, or since someone did the dance like you.
Okay, so... got most of the people set up. It's still kind of... well, 11:30 is not early, but...
Every day, another harbor man leaves the island.
I need to do something with this space up here. Having all of those columns in it is just going to be annoying. And I don't know what I can do with this here either. I don't think there is anything I can do with that there, to be honest with you. It's a big hole, and it's always going to be a big hole. It's just nothing. Big hole in the roof. Hole in the floor. The hole in the floor I can do something with. Hole in the roof, I don't think so. And I got that wall patched, but the ceiling here is a mess. So that's not going to do any good. So I mean, there's this great big building here, but so much of it is just too messed up to use anymore. It's kind of a bit problematic when you get right down to it. Oh well. Do what we can. Like I said, this space here, I think I'm going to make a school. And but I need a few more people here before I start trying to do a school. But for now, I'm going to say thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't, all that other stuff. And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.